Hello, Goons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to South Park: The Stick of Truth. In the last video, we managed to get introduced to the characters and the general gameplay mechanics. In today's video, we are going to be attempting to get at least one member that Cartman needs for his army. Okay, so what I should have done of this scenario, and you're gonna see it. There it is. I should have gone back to Koopa Keep to get a new weapon. Now, not to say that this fight is hard, but, you know, I am a level 2 now. I have access to almost every class of weapon. So, yeah. I probably should have went back to at least get one. But, anyway. So, this battle introduces us to the buddy mechanic. Basically, your character and another character are going to be engaged in battle. Now, your buddy has a special ability depending on which character it is. In the case of Butters here, it's a healing touch, allowing him to basically give us a little pick-me-up instead of wasting a health potion. However, you can only use either the buddy ability or your potion once a turn. So, yeah. And since we were also inflicted with the bleeding stab, we were also introduced to cure potions, which will get rid of any debuffs on you, or basically whoever drinks it. Now, okay, I do want to explain something here because it may be a little confusing. So, when you down an enemy, drop their HP to 0, their bodies are still on the board and they can still be interacted with, like this. See, Hammer of Storms can inflict damage onto 2 targets if they are directly next to each other. And be aware of that because it can help a lot in certain cases. But, you know, since this battle is almost done, I will hard cut when it's over to Koopa Keep, so that way I can get a new weapon. And as I mentioned in the previous video, weapons in this game are freaking universal, meaning any class can have any weapon. So like, let's take the mage, for example, right? You would expect the mage to be more of a special attacking person, right? Well, and because of that, you would want to grab the staffs, right? Because that is a class. That's a class specific thing. Like a knights can only carry swords, wizards can only use staffs, thieves can only use knives, etc. Well, in this game, you can use any like swords, axes, hammers. Nothing is out of the question if you have enough cash for it, and if you're the appropriate level, it's fair game. So, yeah, anyway. Okay, also, I probably should mention that for this game in particular, friend requests are one of the big collectibles that you can get. Now, I don't want to try to get everyone because, well, really, once you do it the first time for an achievement, it's not really worth it that much. But anyway, so the first person that we are going to be trying to get is Tweak. But first, I remember that I can go into the theater, and Damien's here too. Like, for those who don't know about Damien in South Park, he was a character introduced in the 2nd season. But as time went on, he was phased out, as it were. At least I believe that's what happened, because I haven't really caught up with the show, even though I do have access to watch it. But you know, anyway, there is a path in the seats, but you need to kind of fiddle with it, in my opinion. But you know, like, but like once you do, it's like not a problem at all. So. Oh, and also the trailers that the theater announces are somewhat random. So yeah, I don't really have an explanation for any of that. It's just it is what it is, you know. Okay, so here's a long dead topic: Al Gore. Now, in the context of the show, Al Gore was just someone who was trying to prove that this cryptid named Man Bear Pig existed. I don't know what they did with him in the show. Maybe they killed him off or something like that. But like, it is a bit of an outdated joke. But then again, a lot of South Park stuff is a bit outdated because the show's been going on since the 90s. But you know, Tweak Bros Coffee. That is our first stop here, and we're introduced to Tweak's parents, or well, mainly his dad. Like, Tweak's dad is basically the front man, just trying to interact with the customers and all that jazz. And Tweak is more of the one man crew. Like, he's the one doing everything behind the scenes, like running errands, trying to make sure that all the machines are operational, but it does add a lot of stress to him. But it does add a lot of stress to his life, hence why he's so jittery. But I mean, like, I don't blame him. Like, the thing is, the parents in South Park are assholes to their kids. But and actually that just brings me into what I wanted to say earlier in the last part, actually. So let me start with Butter's parents first, right? So Butter's parents are some of the most pathetic people that I've ever seen in my life, and they should not be parents. I know that they're freaking cartoon characters, but still, like freaking cartoon or not, if you ground your kids for no reason other than you're a pitiful man, then you have no right being a parent. That is all I'm saying, right? And Butter's mom is a freaking mess. Whew. Like, she once tried to drown her son in a car, all because of, oh god, just wow, don't. Fucking mental cases is what these guys are. And I think the less I talk about them, the better. But then let's talk about Tweak's parents for a bit. Like yeah, they are just two parents trying to run a business and all that jazz. But you can afford to hire a few other people instead of leaving it all to your son, who's so addicted to caffeine at this point. Like dude is probably not gonna recover from this until the day he dies or something like that. Like, seriously, what the fuck kind of parents force feed? Like, what kind of parents forces their kids to drink coffee every single day just to find a new recipe? It makes no freaking sense to me. Then we got Kyle's parents. I don't really remember his dad's name, though I do remember he's fucking weird, dude. And weird in, like, uncomfortable weird. Like the time he changed himself into a dolphin. Like, ugh. Don't fucking remind me of that. And then, of course, there's his mother, Sheila. Now, I believe Sheila was dialed back in the later seasons, but that doesn't negate what she did and what she thinks, you know, like she is aggressive towards everybody that doesn't respect her or her way of life. And that's not because she's Jewish, it's because she's Jersey. But just like Sheila's whole thing is that she's a very conservative parent. She wants to live in a very PC world. Like that one time she freaking ruined Christmas for South Park, or that time she started a war with Canada in the movie. But oh my god, Sheila does not know when to mind her own freaking business. Just like, good God, I want to chokeslam this woman just to get the point across to her, you know? Oh, and then we got Kenny's parents. Like out of the boys, I feel the most pity for Kenny because not only is he because it's not bad enough that he's in a shit mountain town. He's in a shit mountain town and he barely even has a roof over his head. You know, it's like, God, was this not enough for Kenny? Like, Jesus. Ugh. Anyway, but while his mom is, from what I've seen, she's not exactly the worst parent in the world, but she's not exactly great either because she's stuck with Kenny's dad for all these years. Like, if this dude is ruining your life, then you should cut ties with him and just get the hell out of there. But, what do I know, right? Anyway, so basically what we're doing now what we're doing here is that we're basically, sorry. So we're battling these meth heads because they think that we're cops, which, I mean, I guess it's not too far out of the question because, you know, of what they do. Plus, you know, they have a strict thing where Tweak is the local boy that picks up the thing, but, you know. Anyway, and for all we know, this could be canon to the series, but it is what it is. So now that we have that, we can head on back over to Tweak's place, and I also wanted to do this little thing right here. This is a side quest for the mayor, actually, and I know that I skipped this one a lot earlier, but basically there is a hobo camp to the left of your first fast travel station. Now the mayor's quest is that you need to get rid of these hobo camps in order to make South Park look like a respectable town, basically. And you do this by beating the shit out of people who are just not bothering anybody and are just trying to, you know, just to trying to survive, you know? I mean, it is pretty fucked, but at least you get experience points for all this stuff, you know? And I thought well, actually, um, there's also another side quest here that we can do eventually, and that involves Jimbo and Ned. Basically, there's a few points in the game where you can battle or kill very specific animals. Now, once you do that, you can gain access to a secret shelf, which is at the top of their store. But you can't get that until like end game. So yeah. And sorry. Oh, sorry. This freaking cutscene. I just feel like, good God, I just want to get this kid away from his like I want to get all the kids away from their parents, at least most of them, because Kenny's parents have no deal being parents. Sheila needs to go through a major re-education process, and well, to an extent, so does Randy, but I mean, we won't see him until like part 4 or something. And I also spent a few things in here just to, make sure I'm good. But it did waste a good chunk of my cash, but at least I got some items that can help me out in battle, and I also got friend requests. Now, up here and to the left is Dark Meadows, which is the home of Token. And you see the joke with him, right? Token, Dark Meadows, yeah. Okay, so that guard over there, he will not let you into Token's house. And he has pepper spray for this, right? So you need to go over to Jimbo and Ned's, which is right on the second screen. Well, technically it's the third screen, but it's whatever. And get a gas mask. Now, I did not do that. Instead, I went over to Skeeter's bar, where I can get a throwing weapon that can let me basically do more bleeding. Right. That's what I mainly want from all that, right? Now, what you're gonna see is only the results. Well, actually, I think I did leave them all in just for the sake of time, but scene 1, seen them all basically. The general idea is that you're just getting rid of rats in Skeeter's basement, mainly because of a health code violation that he broke, which considering it's South Park, I am not too surprised. Oh, and also I should probably mention perks, because we did get those a while ago. Basically what a perk is that it's an enhancement to what you currently have. Well, sorry. Basically think of them as another form of upgrade. Basically you get a certain amount of friends, and you can get another perk. Be it increase your health, your MP, your fully revive your partner, take less damage from certain enemies with status buffs, or basically anything like that, right? They are pretty handy, but you will not be getting all of them. It is impossible. And same goes for full upgrades for your what was it? Your hero abilities. Because the level cap for this game is 15. And while that may not sound like much for South Park, it's pretty monumental. So, anyway. Anyway, just one more battle with rats and we'll be good. And also from the previous battle, you may have seen that I managed to make a rat completely explode. That really only happens to very small enemies like the rats here. But, yeah, I don't really want to spoil much of the surprise, but they are really, really weak. Like, you can just keep wailing with your simplest hits over and over again, and they are not surviving. So, anyway, but weapons are, well, actually, and here we also get, well, not only a new perk, which one did I get? Is it? Yeah. I increased my health by 20%. But we got the bar darts, and unfortunately, I can't equip those yet because I'm not the appropriate level. This is a bit of an annoying factor for me because, like, I found this stuff that I really want to use, but I can't because I'm not the right level yet. Now, like, each armor does have its own set of usefulness, though honestly there are some that I prefer over than others. Oh, and also here, this is where you can buy the gas mask, but also the book, which will let you know of spots that you can hunt animals in South Park. Now, some of them are a one-time deal, so you need to buy that if you want to get what's up there. Well, not just that, but I believe that I think Jimbo and Ed are like a summon or something. I could be misremembering that, but it is what it is. So, and then, well, actually, I think we're just gonna head on over to the, we're gonna head on over to City Walk, and then we're gonna help out Mr. Kim with his problem, which is a horde of Mongolians basically taking over his shop. And actually, this is a pretty good test for your skills at this point in time, along with your knowledge of items and abilities and stuff. But we're not going to get into that until the next video. So, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below. And above all, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. The next milestone that we'll be celebrating is 500 subscribers, and if possible, I would like to hit that by June, and I have a strong feeling that we are. So, until next time, Social Goons, remember, reach for the stars. Mongolian beef smell like